Tonight in sport, the latest in our series of profiles on Highlanders for the 2012 season. Tonight, Hoani MacDonald.
Well, Hoon, it's hard to believe 2008 when you left Southland, so there's a few years to fill in for us. Take us through that time.
Yeah, I guess in 2008 finished my season with the Stags, and I think we played, the last game I played was at semi-final in Wellington, and then took off over to Wales, Newport, and we're actually living in Cardiff, so we were there for a couple of years and fully enjoyed our time there with the Dragons boys and met a lot of friends and made some really good relationships.
What sort of standard of football would that be? Would it be NPC level, do you feel, Super 15, somewhere between?
Yeah, you'd probably play an NPC level in the Magnus League we were playing in. I think it's the Rabo Pro 12 now. But then we played Heineken too, and that was, you could notice we account for the step up and kind of teams that you're playing when you're playing the Toulouse and Bath and kind of some of the superpowers in European rugby.
Because we saw quite a bit of you occasionally on the Rugby Channel. We get to see those games, but a lot of New Zealanders involved in those competitions too, people you'd already know.
Yeah, well, when I went to Newport, there was about six Kiwis there playing, and I think five of us had all played for the Highlanders, and one played all his rugby in Ben Castle. He played all his rugby in Otago before moving up to Bay. So, and then in just about every game you have, there's Kiwis in the other teams, and you kind of stand around the pitch for about 20 minutes after the game, or trainers yelling at you to get back inside and kind of do your recovery. But no, it was good. It was really good. And like even guys that you didn't really kind of talk too much in New Zealand, somehow when you get over there, you all start just yarning away and just like as though you've known each other for years.
What about the setup, the professional setup? Is it comparable to a Super 15 franchise? Same sort of training regime, same expectations?
I wouldn't say, because the season over there is so dragged out, and you're playing about 3 different competitions. So, and for Super Rugby, is like when you first turn up for pre-season, there's a big focus on your fitness and everything like that, because the season is kind of condensed and you know exactly what you're going to do. Whereas over there, it's kind of just a rolling season, so you kind of have a well, we did. I don't know how the other teams kind of done it, but we basically, our pre-season consisted of like mainly weights and just getting back in shape and not much fitness, and then you play your pre-season games for your fitness, and then you kind of just roll into your season. Because I think if they trained as hard as what we do for our Super Rugby, they'd definitely blow out. Because the season just goes for too long.
And the structure, the setup, the supportive players, were you happy with that? Were you looked after?
Yeah, like it's probably one thing I did notice is that there's quite a good emphasis on the young fellas kind of developing their careers outside of rugby and in New Zealand. Not so much over there. I think there's quite a few of the boys over there, and I talked to a lot of the management over there too about these young boys. Like if they had a big accident or big injury, they've got nothing really to kind of back them up, and I kind of felt quite sorry for them, but like they seem to be doing all right, and I think it's just the way that they kind of roll over there.
Okay, when that concluded, where did you head?
So then, in 2010, left Cardiff and we came back to New Zealand for a bit, and I came back and helped out helping out the Stags for a while, and by the time I came back, they were holders of the Ranfurly Shield.
You missed out on that, didn't you? All your years of service, you missed out on the big moment.
Yeah. We had one real good crack in my last season. We went up to Auckland, and I'll never forget that game. Nibs reminded me of that after the game too. He said that I'll never forget that, and it was true, because we had a really good chance to snatch it off Auckland and get a win up there, and we just couldn't quite cross the line. But when I was over there and watching the boys take that out, I was just like really, really proud, and it was just quite a few emotions going through my head at that time, and was kind of jumping up and down because I was watching on the computer and jumping up and down, and Michelle, my partner, she came in and wondered what was going on, and I was just sitting there with my hands in the air and said, I've done it. And then came back and they were still holding it, and then I just helped them out with doing a bit of coaching with the forwards, and I really, really enjoyed that. I just being back part of the kind of atmosphere and stuff, because I couldn't play because I was heading to Melbourne.
Right.
So then took off to Melbourne, and then over there for the pre-season, and then it was pretty intense. Then we started on the 1st of October, which is usually start pre-season in New Zealand about the end of November or 1st of December or something. So we'd done 3 months before Christmas, and yeah, she was a lot of training over there, and then I rolled into the season, and yeah, played the first season with the Melbourne Rebels, and there was a lot of really good feelings, running out there in Amy Park, and first game against Waratahs, and first time Melbourne had a Super Rugby team, and it was like quite a good moment, to savour.
And they won 5 games in the first season, which is
yeah,
something like that. So it was not a bad start.
No, well, after that first game, we basically were kind of the laughing stock, really, because we didn't score at all against the Waratahs, and then they came back the next week and beat the Brumbies, and then they went away to Waikato, and they came back and beat the Brumbies, and then they won 2 on a trot when they beat the Hurricanes and the Force in Perth. So by probably critic standards, they done it right, but by the team standards, everyone was bitterly disappointed in the results that we kind of got. We thought that we should have performed a lot better than what we actually did.
And did the team get on? I mean, there's a whole lot of people cobbled together at pretty quick notice, isn't it, really? So
yeah,
how did that pull together?
Oh, I think that was probably one of the good things about it, because there wasn't one person in that whole squad that was from Melbourne. So basically, we all moved down there, all into the big pot, and basically, boys just kind of, you had to get on with each other because you got no one else to kind of hang out with, really. So made some great friends over there. Like all the Kiwi boys that were there, we became quite good mates, and I got some really, really good Aussie friends now. So
with that wrapped up, it was homeward bound, was it?
Yeah, so I ended up heading home, and got the call from Jamie and Nibs, the opportunity to come up here, and then so kind of embraced that and came up to Dunedin. First week, I thought I'd made a huge error, just with the training that we were doing, and I think training for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I was just a wreck. I could hardly get out of bed, and then I was just sitting there shaking my head, like just wondering what I'd done. But then by the weekend, kind of had the weekend off, and body got together, and then by the Monday, kind of started feeling a little bit better. And by Friday, it was a wreck again, and then the next week, kind of rolled into it, and it was quite good. So I'm all right now, but yeah, I really thought I'd made a big mistake when I first started out, but no, it's all right now.
And being in the wider squad, you don't know how much football you're going to get, but with injuries and this tough competition, it could be a lot. Yeah, well, that's the thing, I think rugby in New Zealand, it's kind of like that now, and everyone has to be prepared. So being part of the Y group's been great, you kind of just, you're one of the team, and boys kind of embrace you and stuff like that. I've been getting a lot of stick about being the old boy on the block, but still not the oldest in the team. And you never know what could happen, poor old Jared, he kind of busted his pec, and Josh is still coming back from his operation, so you never know what could happen, and that's the thing. That's why I'm kind of not happy about them being injured, but just happy to be back, and never knowing what could happen, It could end up running out against Melbourne or something like that, so I'm just excited about the season ahead. What about down home? Are you returning for Southland this year? Yeah, well, that's the plan. Talking with Goof and them, so and probably taking on a few extra roles too down there, and looking forward to get back and running out back in Rugby Park. It's been a while, and
yeah, so I'm sure there'll be a few motions before kind of running back out there, and yeah, no, really looking forward to get back down on Cargill.
Do you reckon squeeze a game in for Marist in between sometime?
I reckon I'll definitely squeeze in a few games for Marist. I've had a few phone calls about going to other clubs and stuff like that, but I'm pretty loyal, and I've got a few mates that have jumped around clubs, and if they're watching, then they know who I'm talking about. And yeah, no, I don't even know why I went to Marist, to be honest. I'm not Catholic or anything like that. I just Seeps was there, and I knew him from basketball, and I kind of looked up to Seeps when I was playing basketball, so I thought, go and play for Marist, look right, and then yeah, just kind of carried on from there. And I wouldn't even think of playing for another club now, no matter how many kettle beasts they might put in my freezer.